Moments from now, at Chase Center in San Francisco, the Clippers taking on the Warriors. For the Los Angeles Clippers, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. Warriors, Clippers, up next, right after this. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Here are the five for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Hard to predict when great shooters are using a screen. That time, Klay Thompson did a great job of finding the open space.
Wiggins against Beverly, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against it.
The first free throw is good.
And Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
All free throws good from Beverly. And here's Golden State. Now Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Releases from 15, and he knocks down the jumper. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great, great possession there.
The shot by George, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Thompson gets it to go.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. What do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, look, he thinks their long-range shooting can make all the difference, not taking anything away from the defense they're going up against. But he did say he'd be surprised if his guys didn't shoot a high percentage from outside. Pretty confident coach, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. And so it's Golden State with it. The Clippers getting the bucket.
Well, Chris and his size, along with his speed, make him a tough guard in the pick and roll. If he gets off that screen quickly, he's very agile.
Now, here's Zubac. The pass to George. Shoots the 3. Draymond Green with the rebound.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Outside Curry. On the wing, Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Beverly against Curry. To the paint, here's Leonard. That one, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 13-4 run. Wiggins against Beverly. Wiggins drives in, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Misses the 3. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's George. The shot, no good. AT that time from Curry. Thompson is double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Golden State with it. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got 11.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And we hear a player's attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the 3rd day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year. But the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise.
Platoon swap here for the Clippers. The kick out to Williams. Back to Shamet. Jackson up top, guarded by Curry. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Jackson. The Warriors making the shot. Harrell with it. Williams in the post. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Here's Looney. Can't hit that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Jackson against Curry. Jackson with the bounce pass. Down low. Williams can't hit.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
He dishes it to Jackson. From the top of the key, the Clippers rebound. And it's Harrell missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Clippers trail by 9. Outside Jackson. The kick out to Williams. feeds it to Harrell. And the rejection by Curry.
Curry, great timing on the block, catching his man off guard with a big-time rejection.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And the Warriors making a change here. Smailagic is checked in. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Passes to Pascal. And again, no good by Golden State. Shamet, the pass to Harrell. Here's Williams. Beyond the arc. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. You know, it's good old-fashioned basketball. You know, it's all a part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, we've got JaMychal Green. Williams is out there with Jackson. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Shamet in at the 3 spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. And the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for JaMychal Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. They get the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Wiggins outside. Five to shoot. Here's Green. Kicks it out to Wiggins. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Beverley dishes to George. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Curry with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Because Steph moves so well, anytime he can get some separation, he starts to feel once he gets the ball, he's going to find some points.
Warriors leading by 12.
And I hope kids out there are watching the textbook form on Thompson's jumper.
So many things that you can check the boxes on in terms of the fundamentals of a great shooter. It starts at the base. It's great footwork. You square up. You got a quick release, and you got to follow through. It really is something to watch. This has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
To the wing on the left. Here's Curry with the three. But they'll get another chance. Smailagic passes to Thompson. And here's Wiggins. And a miss there on the triple.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
George, no good.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it. You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Yeah, so just a shooter? I don't think so.
And the Clippers call time here.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 16. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Here's Curry. Paul George making his last shot. Chris kicks to Curry. 6 to shoot. Here's Green, and the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. The shot off that time. 3T that time from Curry. Fires from 14, and the jumper is on the mark. Thompson's got 13.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 14 points again, thanks to the basket from Leonard.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. From deep, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And right now, the torture chamber that Paul George has put the defense in is paying off for his team.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Here's Poole. Wiggins passes to Poole. Back to Wiggins. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
They get it back. Zubac, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Poole, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. 11-point game. He feeds it to Jackson. Williams trying to break free, and the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 5.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 7. Pass to Poole. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 5 points in the game. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. In our possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 4 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
We've seen Klay Thompson go off. Incredible form on the jumper, the quick release. Doesn't need to dominate the ball to get his points.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. Now George, following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Shoots. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Paul George. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And here's Beverly, following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. Leonard finds Beverly. Here's George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 10 points in the game.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's Curry with the three, and another three for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Beverly looking around to the middle. Here's George. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. That's 12 points for George.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Curry passes to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 15 points in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And the Clippers call time here.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Marquise Chris. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Harrell's checked in. Outside, George. The high post shot. And the shot is long.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And last year, just a tough one for Looney. Just couldn't find a way to stay on the court.
Grabbing that jersey for just 20 games last year, and every time he seemed to recover from one nagging injury, another one would pop up, and Looney very frustrated with how last year went, and so were his teammates.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the evening. And the first one at the line is good.
Draymond Green, a modern-day big, and of course we know the impact he has defensively, but for his career, he's only hitting around 30% of his threes, and the last 2 seasons have been well below that. It's still his willingness to take them that's going to keep a defense honest.
Both free throws good from Green. When Draymond plays the center position, though, Brent, 30% from 3 isn't all that bad.
Well, again, we'll go back to the idea of the threat of the shooter. That's going to create more space for all of the action that's happening behind Draymond Green. And, of course, we know his willingness to pass up shots to the preferred pass. That's where he really makes an impact.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. And it's Beverly missing. Warriors leading by 15. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. The feed to Harrell. And Harrell slams it down hard.
That's a little something extra from Montrez.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Smailagic is checked in, and it's Eric Pascal in for Andrew Wiggins. And that one misses. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
On its way from Curry for two, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Pass to Williams. Leonard on the wing. Over Pascal. Again, Los Angeles.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Curry passes to Looney. Feeds to Thompson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Thompson's got 23.
Thompson right now just on fire. He's torching the nets, and something he's been doing all night.
The three from George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And here's Thompson. 23 points in the game. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 16 points.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
George double-teamed, and Thompson sends it back.
Now, Clay is a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
A nice shot by George.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game.
Timeout.
That lights a fire.
Timeout called the Warriors. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
For the Clippers, Green is checked in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. And now here's Chris. He's defended by Harrell. Back to Chris. Thompson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 26.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The pass to Harrell. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pascal. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. So it's the Clippers now. Williams for three.
I like how hard Thompson's working right now on defense. He's just not giving them anything easy.
Poole the pass to Toscano. He feeds it to Thompson. Shoots over Shamet. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Poked away and stolen by Chris. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Thompson. 26 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Pascal. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He's raised his three-point total to 6 now. That adds up to a lot of points from beyond the arc. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Harrell. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Beverly in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Shot clock at 2. Harrell and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. Your son Cole Gregg was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
You think about a player like Harrell, who sometimes maybe the environment around him is really helpful for him to realize his full potential in the NBA. His teammates certainly feed off his intensity.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Curry. He kicks it to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Toscano. Covered by Morris. Here's Chris. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. And the Warriors lead by 20.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Jackson against Wiggins. It's blocked.
And Chris rises up, and is he playing volleyball? He just spiked that one away.
Offensive rebound, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. That's good from Chris.
Marquise Chris has potential oozing from his fingertips. So exciting and so athletic at that 4 spot.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Toscano. Back to Wiggins. Over Jackson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Leonard looking over the floor. Curry brings the double. Lets it go from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Green dishes to Curry. It's stolen by Morris. Pass to Jackson. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the wide open shot from Green. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Draymond Green making a good call that time in the open court.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Leonard. That one misses. Great D that time from Green.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Paul George, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. That's good from Chris. The Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Bounce pass from Beverly. From the left block. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
You think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And the first one drops.
Well, there's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace, and it's amazing to watch him just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive schemes.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Mann. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Bowman. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Here's Leonard. And hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. And it's 7 points for Leonard.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Thompson right side. Lots of room. Jump shot is good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Williams. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Over Wiggins. Harrell trying to free himself up. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Bowman. Wiggins up top. He's defended by Harrell. There's the 3. And it's Wiggins missing. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Takes a 3. He can't hit that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. George against Thompson. Inside, Pascal. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Always got to keep your eyes up. Make sure you see open teammates, and Clay did it that time.
Outside Williams. down it. Good.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Keep taking that three, baby.
1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Wiggins with it, guarded now by Morris. Wiggins against Morris, and it's Wiggins missing. The Clippers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Klay Thompson.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating. Andrew Wiggins, kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots, those long twos, has started to take more threes, and using his athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Now Jackson. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Man can't hit. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's Magruder. Man gets the bucket.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Mulder. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.